Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the second edition of Stop, Drop, and Roll. Today, we're going to be rolling out our outer thighs. In specific, we're going to be trying to target a couple of glute muscles, hip flexors, and hip abductor muscles, so muscles that take your leg out to the side. These guys can get super tight on some people, specifically a muscle called the tensor fascia lata. Blends into something called the ITB, the iliotibial band. People love to roll out and try and stretch the iliotibial band, which has the tensile strength of steel. So you're not, although you might feel quite a lot of tenderness along the outer thigh over the iliotibial band, it's not the band itself, it's a tendinous structure. It's not the band itself that you're releasing, but rather the muscular structures that blend into the iliotibial band that you're going to be kind of working on and releasing. So just a little bit of kind of info on the muscles in that area of the outer thigh. Let's get straight into it though. You know me, I love to talk about anatomy. So we're going to take the roller and coming onto the side here. I'm not one of those people that likes to like blast into the muscle straight away. So like literally take all your body weight onto the area, because I find that the muscle then just tends to like clench up and hold. So we're going to let the foot of the working leg rest on the floor. Take your opposite foot onto the ground. Hopefully your hips are able to get into this position. The shoulder and the elbow are going to be working. Okay, so you're probably going to fatigue into your upper body before you get tired of the feeling of being on the roller. So I'm pretty much on my greater trochanter right now, this bone on the outside of my thigh. So I want to try and rotate my body ever so slightly forward. So my opposite hand is also going to reach the floor. So this is where it's going to come down to you and your body. So you're going to start to slowly roll up in towards the top of the hip crease and then roll down. Now for some of you might be like, meh, don't feel anything. Some of you might be like, whoa. So if you're feeling that like real intensity, hang out there, okay? So that's your area. That's where you need to give your body a little bit more love and attention. If we want to start getting a little bit more into the tensor fascia lata, we have to start getting a little bit higher up. So the tensor fascia lata attaches onto the ASIS portion of the pelvis, so right at the front of the pelvis, quite high up. So you can get quite high up into the side of the hip, and you can start to rotate your body more towards the ground as you go up and down. I would just encourage you to explore as much as possible. If you're pretty much like, yeah, not really feeling all that much in this area, then you can start to go lower, okay? So go lower down, getting closer and closer and closer towards the knee. So as you go lower and lower down, you're going to feel yourself on the fleshy bit of the outer thigh. I would encourage you again here to not tense up, but try and relax that bottom leg. Really, really, really relax it. Chill it out. If you feel that muscle want to clench, relax it. As you relax it, you might start to uncover that intense like massage feeling, like someone's doing deep tissue massage. Sometimes that feeling only happens when you start to let go. Okay? So let the knee relax. Hopefully your shoulder is handling the situation alright. So I'm going to pop the timer on. We're going to go for at least another minute on this side. These stop, drop, and roll sessions, guys, 5 minutes really. I would foam roll for way longer than just 5 minutes, but a lot of the time just spending a few seconds here, that area is tight on me. Spending a few seconds here is going to give you information about your body, and hopefully you'll spend a little bit more time on these areas, in your own time. Yeah. If you're not feeling all that much on the outer thigh, start to rotate your body forwards even more. So your heart is literally almost pointing towards the ground as you start to roll onto the front of the thigh. That can be pretty intense. Getting closer to the knee, a lot of the time that area is really, I don't want to say fun, definitely not fun, but illuminating. So we're going to stay on this side. We're going to come down a little closer to the knee now for 1 more minute. For me, this is so intense that I'm going to stop going up and down and I'm just going to rest on one spot and breathe. But if you feel like you're able to move up and down really slowly still, then you can keep doing that. But if you want to join me in just staying still on a sweet spot and breathing, that's also super cool. Hopefully the shoulder is able to handle this endurance. If not, I'd encourage you to join some of my classes and work on your upper body strength. Keep breathing. Maybe you can get a little bit closer to the knee. So we're never going to be on the kneecap. We're never going to be on the actual knee joint. We're just above it, just so you know. That's the sound of liberation. Slowly come off of it. And we're going to literally take it straight on over to the other side. So again, we're going to start pretty high up. Okay, so get positioned. All right, finding that side lying position. Now this side for me is my tighter side. So let's see if I can still talk through it. So resting on the outer thigh again, guys, just take a couple seconds to let your body adjust to the fact that you're in this position. Try and let go of that bottom leg. Really try and soften. Let's start high up. So you might feel like, okay, let's start to roll higher up. Adjusting your elbow and your forearm to facilitate wherever you're going. And again, I'm rolling my upper body towards the floor. Okay? I'm rolling towards the ground. Both hands are able to rest on the floor to support me. So this for me is pretty intense over the tensor fasciae lata on this side. Coming quite high up into the top of that hip crease. And I tend to roll forwards and backwards and up and down. Keep breathing. I need to remind myself that, because a lot of the time when we do this stuff, we tend to hold our breath because of that kind of intense feeling. I'm going to start to move down the leg now, rolling forwards and backwards, up and down. If you're not feeling all that much, you play around with your positioning. So you can roll even closer, or rotate your torso even more towards the ground, or you can play around with rotating away, feeling what gives you that kind of aha moment. Alright, starting to move even lower down now, so we're kind of just the halfway mark of the upper leg. Spend 1 minute here. This is really intense for me right now. If you don't find any sweet spot, guys, keep on moving around until you do. And again, I'm going to just kind of hang out and breathe, but you're welcome to keep rolling up and down. Whatever you do, try and relax the muscle. Try and say, hey muscle, you don't have to grip and hold on right now, you can just chill. A lot of the time when you realize your muscle can just relax, that pain might kind of dissipate and you can start moving again. I should do this more often. Okay, let's start to move a little bit lower down now. Coming closer to the knee can get really intense. So getting as close to the knee as you feel able for. We're going to spend 1 more minute here. Again, either going up and down or holding and breathing. Man. Hot dog, this is intense. Almost there, hold on. The shoulder is probably feeling the intensity as well. It's okay. If you need to come out of it though, you just come out and come back in when you can. And that is the sound again of liberation right there. Coming off of the roller in any way that is humanly possible for you in that situation. And that is stop, drop, and roll for the day, or at least for today. Rolling out through the outer thighs, specifically coming over a muscle called the tensor fascia lata, a little bit of gluteus medius over the iliotibial band, which will give you vastus lateralis and a little bit of biceps femoris as well. So quite a lot going on there. If you feel like you need more time, guys, spend more time in those positions. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. See you soon. Bye.